All right. Let's go live tonight. We're gonna talk about something that I want to get into. Let me get my notes here. All right. The art of the deal. Can you bring me water, please? I gotta see if we get some people getting on in here. I get in here and I don't give me no water, and I get to talking. And depending on how the energy is, I might get into it, and I need me a little drink of water. So let's see if we could get a couple of people coming on in the live this week. And if not, we still gonna get on and we're gonna keep on talking. Um, getting more on point. And appreciate it. Getting to the webinars and stuff that we'll be working on. Getting the jitters out. You know, you got to get out here and get to it. So let's see where we are. Let me see. Um, grandbaby in the background. Let's see where we are, what we got going on, what we got going on. Okay. All right. See if we got some stuff going on here. Give it a little more couple seconds before we get into what we got. All right. See some people starting to chime in. Give me one more second. Let me get over here, and we're gonna talk about art of the deal, man. We're gonna talk about securing contracts and negotiating, and we're gonna go. Man, now this is something that I'm just learning more and more about, and so I want to share with some people because talking to people in different businesses, and I realize, man, a lot of times we are all in negotiation. I've been reading some sales books lately and things of that nature, and getting my mind into sales and how when to sell my services or selling myself and some of the nuances that go behind the selling. And I realized that they talk about that we've been selling ourselves for so long. Like everybody's already been selling themselves. So negotiations is coming in with some of the business you don't feel like you can negotiate. When I first was into my cleaning company and I was giving out proposals, I didn't know that I could negotiate with the proposal that I was given. I was just given a firm, this is what I got for you. I've recently switched to giving options and explaining the options and the reason why I give them a couple of options. And that's been working a little bit better as far as getting it within somebody's budget, actually giving them something, having them negotiate already. Negotiation is being able to talk somebody down on the price. So if I give people three prices and they negotiate that to me, I'm negotiating already. So I'm saying, hey, we got this one. Take example for the floor job. We got a high traffic, what? We got a mid traffic, and we got a low traffic. Now that's depending on not the job, depending on the type of wax. I go into some of the stores, and sometimes we got the 5 gallon for like 200, and and then you can go to your Zip and get you a 5 gallon for $80, right? Some people love the Zip, some people love, and that's the Home Depot brand. Some people love that, but then you have some people want that gallon, that tube, and you go in there and crack that thing and rip that sealing off, and you go ahead and get to it, man. So you just have to know what type of your client you have. Then also, I think another negotiating tip that I'm doing is we have certain clients that may want a one-time clean. Then I'm giving them an option of they want it quarterly or monthly. I got a floor guy that was doing it like he was doing it like twice a month. No, I'm sorry, he was doing it twice a year. I recently went and talked to him again, and then I increased him. I said, "Hey, well, this is the price we're doing for twice a year. If you're going to do it monthly to get it done better, able to keep your floors better, and we bring it down a couple of hundred because it's going to be in there monthly. Won't take that long." Because his issue is that he has lot of high traffic coming in, and he needs to get it approved by the higher ups to get it to going in the weekly. I mean the monthly. Well, the bi-yearly, the twice a year price is not something that they want to pay for once a month, and they shouldn't have to. But see, so me going in there talking to him allows him to see, okay, well, there's some wiggle room on the price doing to, you know, how often I come. So I'm in proposal. I mean, I sent a proposal out to him that last week. We following up this week. And so I want to talk about, if somebody's in here, what about negotiation? Anybody have any negotiation tips? Leave it in the comment, or something that you do to negotiate, or how do you feel about negotiating? Do you feel like when you're going to buy a car, do you buying something? Do you feel that you haggling? Are you being what's the word? Overbearing because you want to get a better price? I know sometimes where I come from, you're gonna negotiate on anything. It don't matter if it's $9 or $8. You're gonna, hey man, let me get it for $5, man. They negotiating all the way down. So is that something you do in your business, or is that something you're allowed to do in your business? Do you allow negotiation on your price, or is your price just one, when you say it is what it is? I've worked with realtors, and so some of my realtors are in negotiation. So they got to deal with their client, right? And to get a house, to get a close on a deal, they might want to put in the cleaning service, because we do residential move in and move out. Now, some of my realtors, they don't need the full deep clean, right? They just want they want it clean enough to get it to sell and have a scent in it, right? So they negotiating, saying, man, when I give them maybe a $450 or $500 deep clean price for the, you know, the move in and move out, they're like, no, we don't need it that much. What can we get for $250? Right? What I will only have $200 for the budget. And so what we do is we start a negotiation, right? So negotiation is, okay, well, do you need us to raise the windows up and wipe all the windows inside the windows? Because we do that too. Do we spot clean the walls? Do you want us to pull out the refrigerator and the oven and get behind that? Wipe out all the covers. I just had a guy today. He's freshening up his house to sell, and he don't want us to wipe out the cabinets. I told him we're gonna do it anyway. He said, no, but you don't have to. We'll do it anyway. We're doing it anyway. He's willing to pay $300 for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. And so I get my guy to go in there, and it came from a negotiation. Right? I told him a price. No, he told me a price that he had some other people coming in at $350, and I said, man, we could do that for $300 because it's somebody I know. Right? So I wanted to let him know, man, look, if you could find it there, I could get you a better deal and get you done over and beyond. Because what he wants is under what I will be charging to give him anyway. So I'm on live real quick. So what I will do is do it for a cheaper price and go ahead and over deliver on them. And that's another way of negotiation. For me, I like to this is where secure my contracts through over delivery. So after I get a one-time clean for somebody, I will over deliver to make sure I get that repetitive contract, and then I secure the contract. So that's one of the things that I do. I've been in the cleaning business for over about 6 years, and for the first 2 or 3 years, I did not know how to sell a market. I was with the franchise. Now, franchise, all they did was call me. I was a good worker of the franchise, and I built a system inside of that franchise to actually leverage myself out of it and go independently. I took my business in 2020. I took it. It went down. I didn't take it down. It went down during the COVID and lost some big contracts. And 2023, I mean 2020, 2021, I had to shift the whole thing, right? COVID came through, I pivoted into a whole nother way, and now we 3 years later, we building it back up to where it was, higher than where the cleaning company, I mean, the franchise had it. Now, along that journey, I started to learn more about selling myself and marketing myself, because I didn't know how to do that. Like, I wasn't taught that into my franchise. So now I'm learning more about how to sell. Like, how do you go in and prepare yourself? Like, how do you get in there? Do you go in there and are you prepared? Do you follow up? What's going on? And I'm realizing now that most of the contracts that I'm winning are in the follow-up. So I've created a follow-up system to where now I don't have to be the person to follow up. I have my team follow up for me. But until I got that point, I was losing a lot of deals. I was doing my walkthroughs and I was going to see some things, but I wasn't closing on them, and I couldn't figure out what it was. I thought it was me. I wasn't a good salesman. I listened to some people and they say, man, hey, I close when I'm there. Come to find out that it's very rare that you close on the walkthrough off of a cold call. You can get a deal, but I like one of them contracts that's going over and over and over. It takes some time because some people need to talk to their higher ups. They have 3 other people they're coming in here to see. And I have not just got through those rebuttals yet and figure out how to actually close on that. Not saying it's not possible, But I'm just saying that it's some things that you must learn, or that I must learn to get there. So acquiring new clients. A lot of times, how do you acquire new clients? I would like to say that when I'm acquiring clients, some of the best ways to acquire clients for me in the cleaning company, or even in anything that I do, would be online. I like to use virtual systems, like virtual assistants. Like they'll do my cold calling for me, and I do my walkthrough, and then we do the follow up, and then I follow up and follow up while I'm focusing on something else. When it comes in, it comes in, but I'm focusing on other revenues, and so I grow other things as well. And for me, acquiring clients, I want to get it more structured. Right. So now what we're doing, we tailoring our niches. We're focusing on churches, schools, and daycares. Focused on industrial building, and we're focusing on property management companies. Now, the reason why we're going with those are because industrial people, we want to get 5 to 7 day account, week account. We want to make sure that we're in there for a 5 to 7 days, because we're using our knowledge of learning how to get in and marketing now to actually get in front of the people that we can get the bigger contracts. So that's a strategic move that I'm working on, and that's to get in bigger contracts. Now, as I get into these contracts, I want to make sure that I have my negotiation skills down. So I'm looking to negotiate first from how I look. When I walk in, I look another way. I look a certain way. When I send my proposal, then I'm looking to get that proposal with enough details and wording on how I look, to where I'm looking professional, right? I'm looking, the proposals look good, but I'm looking to get them a little bit more professional, like a little bit level them up. I'm always about leveling up, right? So even if they look the best, 100%, I'm still gonna look to level them up. I've been having the same structure proposal for about a year, like 2 years now, and so now I want to. No, I didn't. We just changed it last year, but I want to add some more jargon. I want to add some more things. I want to explain some more stuff to them. So as we start to giving packages, another way that I want to close contract and negotiation, I want to go and step in negotiation with different packages. I talk more about those cleaning packages in a minute, but I noticed that when you go to the drive-throughs and you go to a fast food, you're negotiating with yourself, because you're like, oh, I want a number one, a number two, a number three, but they already there. So now I'm looking into that situation, because I'm like, okay, when I get my packages together, I'm walking into a restaurant, and I'm walking into the restaurant, and I have a deep cleaning kitchen package where we do your baseboards, pulling out these fryers, and we doing this for a certain price, right? Now, I must know a little research. So what I will have to do is get the square foot of what a kitchen would look like. So it's gonna do some research. I'm gonna have my team to do a little research on some numbers and try to get a range of where my packages could come from, and then walk into a client with prepaid packages. So now we can start the negotiation from, hey, this is what I got for you. This is what I can offer you. Choose which one you want, right? Choose which one you want, and now let's build from there. Versus walking into them and not having nothing prepared for them, which I've been doing for years, right? And it's been getting me some traction. But now that I'm looking to step up this game, it's time to do a little bit more strategic moves ahead of time. Another thing that we go by, another thing that I like to talk about is price and terms. So in real estate, when we were studying real estate, they have a negotiation. They talk to negotiate on two things: price and terms. Now, if you want the price, give me the term, right? So let's say, for instance, as you go into a how can this go in for the cleaning? All right. Now, you have some people that have a budget. When I first started again, I listened to people's budget. And if I didn't feel like I wanted to get up under their budget, I sent them what I could do the job for. And many people walked away. I went through a lot of turned down because I wasn't cognizant. I wasn't thinking. Let me say, I wasn't thinking to actually just give them. I did that since they got the price. Let me get it on my terms. Let me give them what I'm gonna give them for the clean of their price. I wanted to give them the price. I wanted to give them what I wanted to give them for the price I wanted to give it to them for. And it didn't get me far. So now I'm starting to look back on what I learned from real estate. And I'm like, okay, let's talk about the terms and the price. Okay. So now if I get my price, so say for instance, I got a building and we going in twice a month, and I'm just going to use $1,000 as equal twice a week, and we're going $1,000, right? All right, that's the price that I given them, right? Now, They tell me when they want me to come in, how they want the clean to go. They tell me exactly like I'm doing everything on your terms. You give me my price, right? Now you got those people that said, "Hey, wait a minute, that's out of my budget." Okay, well, what can you afford? Well, I could do something similar to that if I can do maybe 750 a month. Okay, you got the price. Now this is under these terms. So let's go and let's take off this. We might not have to do this every day since I'm already coming twice a week. So we might not have to clean this part every time because you say you barely use that. I could just go in there and just check out the trash and make sure it's good, as long as we don't have nobody in there. And then this back area right here, since you said you're just using that like once a week, instead of us doing it every week, I mean, doing it twice a week, maybe we could do it once a week, and then that cut off a portion of what we were cleaning. All right. And we just go ahead and change the trash. We don't have to vacuum, don't have to touch none of that. And then we can break it down to what you're going for. Right. So when I start negotiating terms like that, and guess what? I started to get more traction. I started to stop losing my deals because I was trying to take the terms and the price my way. Because it's my business. I can do what I want to, right? That's what we say. But if you want to get traction inside of your industry, you want to be able to shift a little bit. You want to be able to shift a little bit. All right. So understanding your target market, like what are you specializing in? So now that I'm starting to look more into special niches and start to focus in, I want to target on, again, industrial buildings because they're 5 to 7 day buildings. Most of my industrial buildings, they need cleaners in the daytime. I've had those, and a lot of people don't like them because they're a little oily and a little dirty. But those are the ones that needs 5 day a week count. So I'm going for more of those. Office buildings, like I'm looking for dentist offices and doctor's offices. Those are the cleaner ones, right? But those are the ones that you make it get a higher return on your income, I mean your time, because you can get in and get out as long as you hitting the hot spots, right? So those are also something I want to get on. And I'm speaking to the pain points. So not only is you're negotiating on the price, you also negotiating on what they're going for. Like, what is the pain point of your client? I got something that I get when I'm going for a certain target. Now I ask ChatGPT to give me the pain points. Give me the pain points that they might be going through. Now I take a listen to what my ChatGPT tell me, and then I go with my experience to say, okay, you know what? They have been experiencing this. They have been experiencing this. Because some of the things that we are doing in the company, for me, let me just speak for me. Some of the things we're doing in our company, we don't know that we speak what pain points we're speaking to. We're just doing them. We haven't been taught to speak to pain points. We don't even think like that. We're like, man, you know what? I'm going to clean, and I'm going to clean this building. I know how to clean. You don't know how many people I coach and to talk to, and they say, man, I know how to clean. I just know how to clean. All right. Well, you know how to clean. So what is your cleaning doing for somebody? Right? What is the pain point that your clean is hitting? So now that you're starting to build up your company, you're trying to take it to the next level. You want to hone in on the niches and the pain points that you're going into. That way, when you start your negotiation, you negotiation from a time like, hey, I know what you need. I got you. All you got to do is just trust me, let me show you, right? And so that's been working a lot better for me too. And it's been working a lot better for me far as being able to focus on one person. I mean, not one person, a certain niche at a time. Again, in the beginning, all of this stuff is I'm learning. That's why I don't claim to be a professional at this right now. I'm taking people along on the journey because I have a system in place. It's not because I'm making $1 million a month, $1 million a year. It's because I have confidently put a system in place, and now I'm being able to work on that system. And I know that other people need that system. And it doesn't even have to do with just the cleaning business. It's a whole system behind the cleaning business that propels the cleaning business that I really want to get my cleaning business clients to, cleaning business people to. But first, we got to get that revenue up. We got to get that revenue up to make it at least over $10,000 a month. So most of my clients that I focus on is in the 6 figures. I want to make sure that we make it over $10,000 a month, so you can actually put the money in on the system, right? You got to be able to spend at least 10% on your marketing. So 10 to 15%, you need to spend about $1,000 or $1,500 a month, and that's how you funnel into the system. And boom, there we go. There we go, right? There we go. We get you going, and then you move over. So that's my initial statement. And so as I'm starting to learn more, I'm taking people along the journey so that I can't just start way up here and say, hey man, I'm not messing with nobody if they're not making 10,000 a month. Because guess what? I wasn't making that at one time. Now I was only making $20 a month at one time. So 10,000 a month is amazing to me until I realized that $20,000 a month ain't no money. Then I got the 30,000, like, damn, that ain't nothing. That 30,000 a month ain't nothing. Not in the business that you got overhead and people you got to pay, and sometimes contractors don't pay on time, and then you got to take care of these new buildings before you get paid. And come on, man, there's a lot going on behind that. There's a lot going on in the scenes. Let me see if I got some people chiming in, man. Let's see if I got some people in here today. Maybe not. Let's see. All right, okay. Yeah. My guy chiming in. What's good, Wade? Thanks for the information. Tuning in from Arkansas. Oh, I died. I thought I folded them up, but I'm on the fly though. Man, I had some technical difficulties. It was I didn't have I had some technical difficulties. I knocked my so I'm using my phone now, because something about those are when y'all start to do your content and stuff. Something about, I know this is not what we're talking about today, but it is a little bit, because I'm negotiating on why I just no. But look, you got your computers, right? And when your computers, you got those cameras in your computers. And see, I'm looking at the camera in my computer now, but it won't show as good as my iPhone. So I start to look and see if I could get some clearer pictures. And it's kind of funny because I'm looking over my computer to actually try to work on my computer like and that's something that I'm going through. But I wanted to come in here and I continue to get great at it, because I want to show people along the way that, dude, this is what you do. My guy, what he say? Let me get back to that. What's good, Wade? Thanks for the information. Tuning in from Arkansas. Okay, I appreciate you chiming in, man. You got that walkthrough last week, and I was good for you. First week got your walkthrough, and I see you using the software the way it's supposed to be used. As I see you timing into your VAs. And man, that's what I'm saying. It's good to start off and have you a team. I want you to continue to use the system and see how it is for you. See how it works out for you and see if it's beneficial for you, because I know for a fact I got something that's beneficial for a lot of people. And but right now I'm just I'm actually just patiently just putting everything together and just coming out to show and show people how to build their own. Right now, everybody might not be in a system of want to build their own structure. So hey, I build it for you, leveraging the knowledge that I have, and there you go. Right. So I appreciate you tuning in. Understanding your market. So I did talk about understanding your market and having marketing strategies. Now, this is something I've been on for the past 2 or 3 years, is studying marketing. I got in the cleaning company and I knew that I wanted to do real estate. So my focus wasn't just on the cleaning company. I got with AJ, and AJ gave me a great program. I purchased a great program from AJ, and it told me how to do the in-house lead generation. And so the lead generation system inside of that system was amazing, dude. That's why I'm always tapped in with the CBN, man. I'm telling everybody, CBN. I will have the calculated clean calculator, a link to anything that I do, so that way when I show my W.A.D.E global stuff, and when we start to do that, you can use the calculator, because that's what I love. The calculator, I love the calculator, and I could definitely get behind how I use the calculator. I will have a link to matter of fact, I will have a link shared on some of my videos coming up in the future, and when I get more into that. And then I will also include it with some of my packages into my W.A.D.E Global, man. Well, just stay tuned. I got a lot for y'all people that follow me. W.A.D.E Global. We'll have a calculated clean app, not calculated clean app, calculated, yeah, maybe the app included in some of the bundle packages that I put out. That way you could go and you could use your inspector. You can do the same thing that I do, basically. Go on your job, get you your inspection sheet, not your inspection sheet, your walkthrough form. Send it to your walkthrough form back to your email. Have your VA get the email, put your proposal together already right from the walkthrough. Matter of fact, you can even have a workflow set up to where when they come in, it sends out a thank you walkthrough email, and they start putting it together while you ride on home. Ride on home after the walkthrough, have it making everything behind you just go so good. So that way you can focus on the next best thing, the next job, next opportunity, right? As long as you put it in the software and you shipped it off to the right email, you can set the automation up, or we set the automation up for you, and then there you go. Now you have your proposal ready. By the time you look up, you be ready to look at your proposal and say, oh yeah, that's good, send it on off. And then it's sent on off, follows up and everything. All right. But I went all off, man. I went all off. But anyway, marketing strategy. So effective digital marketing strategy. I'm not really too sure on if that actually is big key for in the cleaning company right now. Because to be honest with you, my social media in my cleaning is just for support. I have not ran ads yet. That may be the reason, and I'm doing that now. But it's for support. I use my social media to support my cleaning company. Now, when you're doing the coaching, did you see people on here doing coaching and stuff like that? That's where my social media come in at. Because a lot of us, we're on social media and we're looking at other people to tell their stories on social media, and then we can sell courses and stuff like that. That's working good. Coaching courses and people to help them out through company. Now that helps out social media. But as far as my cleaning company, social media has just been a support system for some people to go in and look. Cold calling and following up has been amazing for me, and that's because what I've been doing. Again, we starting to step into Google ads and Facebook ads now. So within the next 3 to 5 months, I will have more information on that. But again, I got to give you from the information that I know. I could go into Chat GPT some information to tell you how to do a whatever, but that's not the way I move. I got to move from experience. I got to move from me doing some certain things and knowing that if it worked and why it worked. Because I'm analytical, right? Sapiosexual. It's mentality, not money. All of them kind of mean the same thing. Tell you a joke, man. A woman called me sapiosexual one time, and I knew I didn't say nothing sexual to her. And I was so slow at the time because I never knew what the word meant. So I took it offensive. I'm like, I ain't saying nothing about sex to you. Then I looked it up and I realized that I'm infatuated with the way people think. So I just had to tell that joke, a little vulnerability, because hey man, we be so smart that we dumb sometimes. Hey man, it's for real, for real. But let me see. Love the system. Love the system. We'll be getting more hours in about a month or two. Definitely help me get my life back. Okay, all right, that's what I'm saying. So again, we level up, man. Level up, don't settle down. You would definitely have a whole support team behind you to actually help you level up your company. We have a commercial cleaning package that we have the Clean Bits, the Clean Pro. I said Clean Bits. We got the Clean Pro package. We got the another package is Clean Boost package and the Clean Premium package. And those are all primarily based on the cleaning company. Now, my company actually pays $3,000 a month for the services that my other company provides. Well, let's do it this way. A scent cleaning solution actually pays $3,000 a month for what W.A.D.E Global provides. And it provides a comprehensive online package for me. It provides cold calling, follow-up. I have actually 80 hours of callers a week. I have two full-time callers, social media management. They create my workflows, YouTube videos. I got a robust package that I put together for Ascent Cleaning Solutions, and that's the package that they have. But back to this, first impression matters. I just had to plug the services that I'm actually going to jump it off the whole company on March 1st. So no, May 1st. The whole company should be ready to bust off on May 1st. I've been working behind the scenes and helping people out under the table, and it's been a great experience. All right, so back to negotiating tactics. All right, so we negotiating contracts. Preparation is key. It's one of the things about being prepared, right? So when I leave the contract, when I leave the building, I use the Clean Biz app, and I put my stuff in there, send it to the email. VAs get it on the email, put it together for me, send it through the W.A.D.E Global software. The W.A.D.E Global software. I get to see it. Now, hey, we send it on out, seeing the follow-ups. They send Loom videos to say about how the follow-up going. You know what I mean? You get to see exactly what you're going through, the process of how you're getting your follow-ups and your stuff is happening. And not only that, you get taught the software through the Loom videos, man. So it's amazing to have just a system that actually help people grow and learn technology at the same time. But preparation is key. You want to make sure you prepare your proposals, prepare yourself, and go on in there. Before I get to the walkthrough, sometime I attempt to show up like 15 minutes earlier. Sometimes I'm 15 minutes late because it be traffic though. It be traffic. But I try to get there, I attempt to get there at 15 minutes early. So I could kind of put my contact that I'm going to speak inside the software, put everything I need. So when I go in there, I could just measure and put it inside of the walkthrough form and ship the walkthrough form off. And hey, and then they go. All right, what was this right here? All right, cool. More info and more information. You need information, email us at our service. Yes. Okay. We email service admin at W.A.D.E I appreciate that. I appreciate that. As you see, VAs are definitely what's working. And how can I be on here and put on here at the same time? A magic. I mean, and a lot of us, man, to be honest, we negotiate in our own life because we want to do multiple things. We want to do multiple things, but we think we have to have all this massive money. And when you just put a system together to help you scale up, the way the world is work, we have VAs, AI, AVRs, everything, right? So you mix your VA with your AI, and man, you're gonna have a great day. I'm telling you. And that's what we like to do. So closing the deal. You want to close the deal, closing the deal. Um, Again, I'm learning this, man. I'm learning how to close better deals right there on person. I want to be able to close them right there. I want to be with the confidence and know what I'm selling. But I think what I'm doing erroneously is not having my packet together. See, I've heard people say they do presentations. I'm not dealing with big enough. I'm not dealing with big enough opportunities to put a presentation together. I don't think. But is it because I'm not putting a presentation together that I don't have the big enough opportunities? Now, that's the thing that I'm seeing. Because if I start putting a presentation together, the opportunities will come. A lot of us is looking for the opportunity without the presentation. And that's what I'm learning as I'm studying. And now this is not what I'm studying right now, but this is just notes on what I'm going through from what I'm studying and what I'm applying to my situations to help somebody else. Because not once do I ever want to feel like anybody to think that I'm a master closer right now. I was listening to the bill from Grant Cardone talking about closing, and he gives you so many different strategies on how to close. It blows my mind. You got a different pitch to close this way. You got a rebuttal for this. And man, closing is a whole science by itself. And I didn't even know. I thought selling was closing, but selling and closing, as I learned recently, are two totally different things. So it's nuances in it. You market, you advertise. Those are not the same thing. Some of us saying we advertising and we marketing and we ain't doing nothing but posting online. You know how many years I posted online and didn't know I wasn't marketing? I was just creating some noise from around some other people doing noisy stuff. When you're marketing, you want to make sure that you have a goal, have a plan of what you're doing. What are you bringing people to do? If you're just bringing awareness, then okay, say you're bringing awareness. Now, I was posting to bring awareness, but it wasn't a marketing plan. I was just doing something. Now we strategically put plans together, and now we strategically post. And the whole goal that I've been working on with that is because I'm looking to level up to do ads. I was marketing. Now I'm going advertising. But I wanted to learn from what I was marketing, what people was gravitating to the market. What was the market like? What pain points do I put out that most people click on? Look at your post and look at your market. Like right now, go through your post, analyze your market, and then you can start advertising to your market. If you put stuff about financial freedom, do you have people that's loving that part? And then you put stuff up. Now, if you're on Facebook, move away from the family posts because you're gonna get a lot of love on the family birthday posts. But if you use those as marketing to your ads, if you put some happy birthday or something that happened to you in your story, a lot of people will come there and they click onto the next one and you can see your ad, right? But again, that's some of the stuff that we're working on behind the scenes. But that's just from me doing market research, like researching on what's been going on so far. So closing the deal, you want to make sure that you're closing right then. I've been doing some studying on my closing, and I need to close better, man. I'm not a good closer yet. I'm making some money, but my closing needs to tighten up. And where it needs to tighten up, I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I haven't figured that out yet. I haven't figured out what my closing needs to tighten up yet. But just believe I'm searching for it. Now, are you a master closer? Then hey, let's know. Let me know how you closing. Or Are you a master marketer? Or do you like to run great ads? Or do you have a team to do it all? Or are you going to learn it all? Where do you sit at that? Because for me, I knew all was needed, but I didn't want to pay somebody to do it all, and I didn't want to learn it all. So what I did was I created another business to do it all for me. And now I have specific people that do specific things, and I train them on going through it and train them a certain way. Yeah, it might take a little longer for me to grow to the point that having somebody that's been in ads already for 5 or 7 years. But what it is I could run ads for 4 companies right now at a lower rate than you can run for your one company, because I have grown a team over the last 2 to 3 years that can do this for me. So now I can run my ads, I can do my marketing, I could get my YouTube. You know how many people tell me they love my YouTube videos, the edits of the YouTube videos? I just told a guy today I've been spending money on an editor, and they made money on YouTube in 2 years. But I still got my editor because I need to put the system together to have an editor for somebody else. Now I got guys that, hey man, I want to do a YouTube video. Okay, I got a package for Clean Boost. The Clean Boost package has a YouTube video editor already to get you 1 or 2 videos inside of your YouTube for your month. And they can manage your YouTube. It's already in there for you. It's already together. You ain't even got to go nowhere. Back when I was doing what I was doing, they said it was a one-stop shop. And then one of my guys said, man, you got a one-stop shop. And I was like, what do you mean? And I just heard that before, but it didn't dawn on me that I was creating that. And I just needed something for me, right? I just needed something for me. And so now we have it to where you can get your editor, you can get your bookkeeper, you can have all of that. Now, do I do it all? No, I've trained my team to do it for my cleaning company. And now I can use that same group of people to train other people to do it for other cleaning companies. And that's how it grows. All right. And that's how it grows. Now, it took some time to put some money to build that system. I said it's been like 2-3 years. And I've been spending over $3,000 a month for them years. So you add that 3 times 36, 3,000 times 36 plus, softwares and stuff. So add that up. It's not like it didn't just come yesterday, but it's beneficial for the long run. I have 5 people right now that I'm working with right now that I'm helping take care of their family. And not even that I'm taking care of their family, they're about paying them like I pay people in my cleaning company. I'm helping them take care of their family by taking them away from their business and giving them more time to their family. One of my guys that worked at one of my clients, used a VA, he just had on the way to have another son. I mean, a son. He had a daughter already. He just popped the balloon and it was blue. And I seen it on Facebook. I remember when I met his wife and she was like, man, he just don't have no time. He just ripping and running. Now he has him a 40-hour work VA. He does it and puts everything together. Now he has time to go make another baby, I guess. He went half on a baby, and I was excited. Like it's a small piece of me inside of that beauty that he's bringing in his family. And again, it's not me for real. It's all what God is doing. But when God opens up a door for you and opens up some ideas for you, and you want to have those ideas nurtured, you need a team. The W.A.D.E Global Assist hand step in. That W.A.D.E Global Assist help you with your ideas. Where do you want to go? All right. Yes, we do grow cleaning companies. Yes, we do have cleaning companies grow with cold calling and get you organized. Very much organized. Very much so. Dude, I have 3 different calendars on one. I got 3 different companies running on calendar, and it's organized. Like my calendar is crazy, but it's not full. And so now we're going with filling up the calendar. Because see, I didn't want to fill up my calendar because I didn't want to live a strict life. I'm gonna be honest. Let's talk real deal, man. Some of us don't do budgeting or work a calendar because you don't want people to tell you what to do. And another thing is you don't want to tell yourself what to do. And another thing, you don't want to feel like you're a failure if you don't do it. Because you're not living by the calendar. So if you say, hey, I need to do something tomorrow, what if you don't feel like doing it tomorrow? But that is the same reason that's holding us back from where we need to go. Because if we schedule a calendar out, that means we're going to schedule the important things on the calendar. But we're not doing it. And I'm going to tell you, I wasn't doing it. But I tell you what I did now. My team now, I know I say, hey, I need to put this on my calendar. And I know I tell them I need this to be done. And I know when I tell it to them, it's out of my hands. It's going to be put on there. Now I know that when I see it on my calendar, I got to do it because I said it. It's no longer do I have time to, oh, no, let me take that off. I don't want to do it. Now it's, hey, I commit to that because I said to my team. And now I got to show my team how to level up and stay committed to what we say we're going to do. Right? So it's a lot with having a team behind you and growing with you. And I know that I was talking today about securing contracts. and negotiating terms. But securing contracts for me also comes with having an efficient internal communication. Again, let's talk about my pain points that I had. One of the pain points that I had that I was solving was a follow-up. Securing the contract has to do with the follow-up. And for me, trying to do, come on, all y'all entrepreneurs, you got kids. Some of you got kids, mom, maybe single mom, pop, single pop. What you got kids, you got time, you got to go out with your family. Y'all want to go out to eat. You don't want the business to take care of everything. Some of y'all want to be serial entrepreneurs. Y'all want to work on beach. You want to go cut hair. You want to drive trucks. You want to start this other insurance company. You want to do this other real estate deal, right? So you want them things too. All right, you got those things in mind. Then, sometimes what about your family? Want to chill with your moms and stuff, kick it, right? But you got to grow this company. So what happened was my pain point was I was not following up. I said all that about following up. I didn't want to get on folks' nerves. Man, I called them last week. They didn't answer. I got busy. I forgot to call them. So that was a pain point I was having. So then I said, hey, I need y'all to follow up. We have a 15-touch follow-up system. I need you to touch no less than 15 times. And you know why I came up with the number 15? Because reading a book, they said that the follow-up is to get a deal, it's 7 to 15 touches follow-up. So I tell you, my team don't be average. So 7 to 15 touches, that means we do 15 touch minimum. So it's ingrained in their system, 15 touch minimum. Now, we look to close a deal before we get to that 15 touch. That means that follow-up could go for a year. That means if I get you in my CRM, I'm not letting you go until you push the unsubscribe. And I don't have to be the person that's pestering you as I would think I was doing. But see, now I get to tell my team, hey, I got a service and we feel that it's a disservice not to sell the service. See, I felt that way. But if I feel like it's a disservice for not selling my service, I might not feel it. I feel like it might be an injustice or a disservice to keep calling you about my service. Both of those are true. And I live in a state of confusion mentally because yes, I know I got a good service. Yes, I know I need to sell my service to you. And yes, I want the money, but I don't want to bother you about my service. If you don't want my service, you don't need my service. Forget it. I need somebody who wants it. But guess what? They don't know they want it. So now you got to have a team to make sure you nurture that relationship so they get to know they want it. They get to know you and be like, you know what? I'm ready to jump in this contract. I'm ready to get in this deal with him. So that's where my pain point started. That's the reason why I created a company to do it for me. I said, man, you know what? I just not the guy to follow up. Not only that, I needed a caller. I needed a caller for real estate too. Because if I'm going to get deals coming in and I want to do real estate, I know I need a cold caller. And if I need a cold caller for my cleaning company and I need a cold caller for real estate, why not just have a cold calling division so they could cold call for more people that do real estate and more people that do cleaning? I mean, if I could do it for me, I could leverage them to do it for other people. You know, that's just my thoughts. Again, everybody think a little different. We're not all that way. But retaining customers. All right, so I get back to now retaining customers. All right, so that's one of the things we're working on now as well. Having the emails go out with all the stuff that you got to do as an entrepreneur. You looking to grow your company. How do you remember to follow up and retain your clients to follow up on the surveys? Dude, it was barely enough time that I could go back in the building and follow up on my employees, on my workers. I was humping. Like I'm got builders, I'm running. Hey man, do you know how to clean? Okay, cool. Let me show you how to clean this thing, and I'm gonna show you how to inspect. I'm gonna show you how to clean, and I'm gonna be back to inspect the clean. I done went 3-4 buildings down, done some more things. Not 3-4 buildings down in the area. I'm talking about 3-4 buildings down in the day. And then did some things, some other things happened. I didn't get to go back to do my inspection. And I know I need to go back and do my inspection. That was some of the things, that's some of the pain points I was having. So how was I asking the clients, was they getting a good service? I had to figure it out. So client retention has to do with